Hi everyone, welcome to Lee's Stitch. My name is Liesl and I am the stitcher, and this is my cross stitching channel, and my assistant is still here, my daughter Gwen.
Hello!
Happy New Year's Day!
Everyone.
Yes, hope you had a wonderful holidays.
Happy holiday, Happy New Year. It's the start of a new year.
It's gonna be a good year this year.
Yeah, because hopefully there's not going to be as much COVID as last year.
No more lockdowns. But yes.
Okay, back to Mum.
We this is actually take 2 of this video. I did do this video Boxing Day, but there were just so many interruptions. It's trying to edit the video and arguments and noises in the background, and I'm like, I'll redo it later. So, and I was hoping to do it during the week, but we're actually really busy at work. One of the best things about usually working for working between Christmas and New Year's is that it's quiet. I do corporate travel, so not a lot of corporate companies do travel during, between Christmas and New Year's, and no, this year it was busy, so didn't get done, but I'm getting it done today. So my list that I had for goals for my WIPs for 2021, after I did the last video, I threw it out. So I don't have that, but I do remember most of what it was. A lot of it was just
Stuff.
progress, and if I did specific goals, then I'll be able to remember those. So, but I've still got my list for this year.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
But first I'm going to do finishes for 2021. Most of my finishes were little ones, the Mill Hill Christmas ornaments.
They're beautiful.
I did a total of 15 finishes. Most of them are those, and they're still hanging up in our cabin, our Christmas decorated cabin. So I won't show those, or I might just put up some pictures at the end or something like that. And otherwise, I'm going to show, and some of the finishes are parts, like I'm combining them, it's a part of something, so I'm going to combine it with another.
No, let's just give Mum a round of applause.
Another WIP. So, in no particular order, we have Dark Queen of the Seas by Autumn Lane Stitchery.
Beautiful.
Stitched on, there we go, stitched on 28 count plain linen. Bewitched by Under the Sea Fabrics. And I love her. I love her tail. At first I was like, oh my god, all that back stitching on the tail, but it was worth it. Her tail does look good. And there she's. I love this stitch along. This is the only stitch along I've not only kept along with but finished.
I'm doing a discovery.
Okay. And you could do like they had different faces you could choose, and different hair colors you could choose. The crown, I have to put it up. Who did the crown? Somebody else, not Autumn Lane Stitchery, somebody else, that she designed the crown, inspired her crown, and somebody else put up on the Facebook page, Autumn Lane Stitchery's Facebook page, the manta. They were just corners, and I didn't really like just the corners, and then I saw how she did them as a manta ray, and that was awesome. I love the manta rays. They are just, and they're perfect for this whole scene. They are just wonderful. So, and it fits in. And these are some fluorite beads that I had that I did for her crown. I thought they would look, that's a little bit different, but I love her. So I've got to get these framed now, so hopefully. Oh, my first finish was this is Cinderella by Mirabilia. She was a WIP for years. I massively stuffed up her skin, 1/1 skin, so I didn't want to unpick it, and she sat in sin bin for ages, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to finish her, and I did. She was a major push to get her finished, and I do. I absolutely love her. I think she's in the camera there, and she is stitched on actually 32 count plain linen by Chromatic Alchemy, Flotsam and Jetsam. And I love this fabric. My friend Amanda suggested this fabric, and I love it because I was telling Amanda, I said, because they suggested on a light fabric, and I'm like, well, no, it's midnight, it's meant to be dark, but I didn't want to do like just a plain black or that, and Amanda suggested this one. And this is perfect because, you know, it's night. And there, and oh, I love her. She is beautiful. And I'm not sure I should put this up, but the skin that I messed up is here, her chest and her arm. As you can see, she's got lighter skin here. Well, you're meant to have this darker skin is meant to be just one row, and then it's meant to be all this lighter skin here. Well, I did that one row up, and then I picked up exactly the color thread and stitched up all her arm, her hand, and up here without noticing it was the same color. Yeah. And I'm picking one over one, and I'm like, oh my god. But I think she's all right, because I'm like, it's just shadow. The shadow just falls on her a little differently than what it does everybody else. But yeah, so very happy with her. She's going to be going in the Hawkesbury show this year. She'll be one of the first ones I get framed. I just got to think of a nice frame for us, so not sure. I think of something. Think of a nice frame. And my last one, well, not my last one yet, but this is Mini Mandela 1 by Chatelaine. And that's it there. I'm assuming that's in frame, that's in frame, that's in frame. This is stitched on 28 count opal Lagana Silver Springs by Color Cascade Fabrics. And originally, I have all three done. They're all on the one piece of fabric. So I've got to figure out how I want to do them. Originally, this was the first one I stitched. And this thing, I think this is number 3. Number 2, this is number 2. And I didn't like the number 1. And that my friend Amanda has stitched number 1. And I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, I do like it. So glad I left room for that one. And that's it. That's all 3 of them. So really happy for those. Those will be going in the Hawkesbury show as well. So the other finishes will just, yeah, like I said, they're on other projects, but I want to show you something. My mum made this for my Christmas present. My mum made me this. What it is, I used to keep all my finishes in just a white pillowcase. What it is sorry. You roll it up. As you can see, I'm rolling it up, and you lay all your finishes down, and so all my finishes. And she made it long because, as you know, I'm doing my Heaven and Earth supersized max color Heaven and Earth one, so it's really big. Yes. Okay. Hang on. This is my mum made me this. It's a roll and it's a tube. So if I want, I can undo it and fit stuff inside if I want, and put it inside. It's nice. And that I can put all my finishes in there, all rolled up, and it just ties around, much nicer than carrying around a pillowcase. And my mum made me this, and it's beautiful fabric on the inside and out, and I love it. But she made it big enough so when I finish my supersize max color by Heaven and Earth Designs, it will fit in here till it gets framed. So it's like, even my mum has faith in me that I'm going to get it done. Maybe not. My goal is to finish it in 2026. May or may not.
Maybe.
But she's got faith. My mum's got faith in me too, which is nice. Faith. So,
Mom.
yes.
Mum is the best.
And the next ones I've got is these finishes as well, but I've got to add 2 more onto it. These are Sparklers by Northern Expressions and Shannon Christine Designs. I believe this is just on 28 count plain black even weave. I'll show you each of them. So there's that one. There's that one. That's baby blue, lava red, slipperit or something it's called. And jet blue, I can't remember what that one's called. But there's also a green and a purple. Oh, here we go. There's also a vitriol sparkler, which is called green, so I did that one. And then there's a purple one called Lila Vegas or something. There is also a cross-stitch version of these, but I like the fancy stitches. And these do not take very long to do at all. They're only 150 by 150 wide. My goal is to get the other 2 done this year. So I'll have all 6 done this year. Originally I thought I might like make these into coasters. I thought they could be like good coasters, and then I'm like, Happy and I don't use coasters. We've been given all these coasters and we don't use them, so no. And then I thought, because I don't know if you can see how big the baubles are. They stick out quite a bit. I thought it might be too hard to find coasters to fit all that in. So I'll probably frame it, I guess. Figure it out. But that's that I'll get done. I'm not worried. Like I said, we can do that easily in a weekend. Get one of those done. So. Oh, got to show the bag. The bag is made by T Zerbal, Karen Zerbal. She helped me pick the material. Disney princesses, gotta love princesses, and the yellow fabric. And she made it custom size so it can fit the long frame for me and plenty of room. So thank you very much, Taryn. I love that bag. Love it. This next one is a WIP, and it's Crowns of the Kingdom. Look at the finish. Would I Rosewood Manor? This is all done in Petite Treasure Braid. There's only 4 colours in it, all in Petite Treasure Braid. And where am I? Here. I'm about up to here. See, halfway is about here. So I've done here. I've done about a quarter, nearly a quarter. My goal for this one is to get it half finished. So pretty much everything in here will be done. This whole thing here will be done. You can see it's all sparkles. Metallics don't bother me. I don't like do not like DMC metallics at all. That experiences them, but Petite Treasure Braid, Cryonic, either one doesn't bother me. I can do it. I actually prefer Cryonic. Petite Treasure Braid doesn't bother me, but if I had to choose between the 2, I'd prefer Cryonic. But each their own. But and to me, it just got washed out on the white, and I wanted like the purple, like a royal purple kind of color. And this fabric is 28 count linen. No, actually 28 count even weave, not linen, by Underground King by Color Cascade Fabrics. And I love it on the purple. I think it still shows up on the purple, and you know, crowns of the kingdom. It gives a much more royal feel. And these, I bought how many Petite Treasure Braids they recommended. So you'll need more than 1 card of each color. But lots. But like I said, also not ordered that. So that one, hopefully get that one halfway finished. And that's WIP sew. And I did a count. I've got currently I have 25 WIPs. That could change. It will change. I've got some new starts planned as well for next year. But I'll do my WIPs first. This next one is Tea House Challenge by Chatelaine. I'll put up a done picture. Just doesn't, you can see the border kind of, yeah, see that's the top border there. So you can see that top border's there, going to be the same one as down here. So it just doesn't fit in the thing. I love this. And this up here, the tea house up here, is all going to be, that's all 1/1. I'm doing that as the challenge. It's 1/1. And I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Hey, this is beautiful. I love this. I did toss up a lot about doing the border around the edge because the fabric is so, the only word I can think of is strong. It's not a, but I took a chance and did the border because I love the border. And I like it. Thank God, thank God I really like the border. The fabric is Sunset Walk by Fiberlicious Fabrics. 28 count opal Lagana Sunset Walk. And this is actually a fat half. You don't even really need a fat border to do this piece, but I was just playing around on Fabric Viewer and it came up on this and I loved it, and I had the fabric, so I got the fabric to do a mermaid on. I actually got to do a Mirabilia mermaid on, and then I decided to do the mermaid on another piece of fabric and wound up doing this. But the thing is, to get this to line up where the blue is, like you can see where the blue is, like even though I don't even really need half a piece of fabric, I had to do it dead center middle to get that, to make it sit properly where I wanted to get it sit. So at least I know I've got plenty of room, plenty of framing allowance, I know that. Not to worry there. Hey.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Thanks for wishing everybody a happy New Year. Hope you all had a good one. Have a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Have good holidays. If you don't, still cranky like this. The dog chewing my bag. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Just watch. I might have to
And everyone.
see if I can do something about the zip. Oh, reminds me, this piece I'm about to show is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by...
Yeah, I think that one's pretty.
Yeah, this one. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Amy Stewart.
I have a friend called Amy.
You do? Love Amy Stewart. She's got to be my favourite artist there.
Mum loves my best
And
friend.
she's, I'm doing this 1/1 tent stitch on 40 count fabric. And my goal is, I'm sitting on about 1.5% at the moment. My goal is to get 5% completed. So I'll show this and then I'll tell you some really exciting news about workloads and things. So, really exciting. This is it. Yeah. Coming up, once I finish this row, I'm doing waist, not starts. I don't know if you can see it here. This row, oh, here it is down here. Yeah, that's 10 across, that little bit there. You can see that's 10 across. Working down my 10 grid doesn't look like much, does it? Once I finish this row, I'll have half of the dragon's head done. So he's got a horn up here.
I did a speech.
It's beautiful.
Wait, I'm gonna do it in
So I'm really excited. So, but I'm gonna get 5% done. I would like to say I'd get all of this little bit of scene done here, but I'm not sure how much that's going to be. So, but exciting news: 40 count silk gauze. I'm sure you've all have heard me complaining about. You can't find it; it's impossible to get. Well, lady, my phone's charging. I can't remember your name. Sorry. She commented on my channel. There's a comment on my last video.
Is it Kim?
No, it wasn't Kim, it was another lady. She put a comment on my video saying, oh, you can get 40 count silk gauze at ABC Stitch Therapy in Houston, Texas. If anyone wants to know, ABC Stitch Therapy, Houston, Texas, they have 40 count silk gauze. I read her mess comment, let out a big yippee. Made everybody in the house think I'm crazier than normal. Jumped on their website, ordered the fabric, and it is being shipped to me. And I ordered the biggest piece of 40 count good. I was actually trying to toss up whether to buy 2 pieces, and I just...
Need to buy 100,000 million trillion.
Oh, I just couldn't justify the cost. But I bought 1 piece of the biggest piece they had, because I figured that would do, quite a few pieces. But I have a place now. And, oh, God, I wish... I don't think I had the name, it's just a cool name. I'll put it down below, but thank you so much. You have no idea how happy you made me. I went in and I ordered it, and I think it was like an hour after she put the comment up, I've got, hey, thank you so much. I've already ordered the next piece. You have no idea. I was searching for that for ages, and I really wanted to order I was going to be very irresponsible and order more, but no, I was very good and only ordered the one piece. So, so excited. My next video, I'm going to show off my Heaven and Earth Designs collection. I know I've been threatening to do that for a long time, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put up, mention which ones I'm going to think about doing in the next on the 40 count. So, thank you so much. You don't, like I said, I've tried 40 count linen. I started this in the 40 count silk gauze, and then I started another WIP of the 40 count linen, and I think the gauze just spoiled me. You can see the holes in the linen. I just didn't like it. I like silk gauze. So, but thank you. I thought I was never going to be able to get that back again, because I know you can get 56 count, but I don't. That's just not knocking it. Hey, people do that. Go for it. I you know, hail to you, really. I think 40 count might be my limit. It's definitely my limit at the moment. Sorry. So exciting. Like, I'm sure you guys will understand why I'm so excited about that. This next one is the one I'm doing for my husband. This is going to be my main focus point for this year. It's Wood Splitters by Country Threads. I'll put up a done picture. It's about halfway finished, and I've worked out that to finish it by the end of this year, I only need to do 130 stitches a day. So this will be coming out every week. At least 130 stitches done. And off. So this will be getting done, and the top half is mostly half stitch as well, so I'm just feeling it. I really wish I could though, because I actually have a couple of other kits for these, but that's it. Yeah. It's not even, oh, it's seriously Christmas, excuse me. It's actually quite, as you said, it's a beautiful piece. It's on a painting base by Tom Roberts. It's not a hard stitch, it's just 130 stitches a day is totally doable. I'm going to put it on my stand, my needlework stand, so it's always there ready to go every single day.
130 stitches isn't really that much stitches.
Especially when I can kick out a lot more stitches than that.
Like 1,000.
Exactly. So going to get, this one is going to be, and I've promised hubby this one will be done this year. I've actually got to leave this one out, so this will be done this year. This will be, I mean, really 130 stitches a day. I should be able to get this one done before, theoretically speaking, but yes. Okay, so that's one. Which one's next? We have got Bella Filipina, done pictures over there. I'm not going to get into it. Bella Filipina, Luna Mystica. I took her off the stand. She is Luna Mystica. She is, I've been working on her tail. She's been calling to me. I've put her down as a finish for this year. She's not a main focus though, so if I get it done, I get it done. If I don't, I don't. I made a mistake here on the tail. I did these outlines first, and I'm counting across, and it was, I had to unpick it, and I started again, and then it wasn't matching up, and I realized I did another mistake up here. And I thought about leaving it and just fudging it, but then I realized the tail, with the done picture, it's got these lines on it, and basically it's got to be very symmetrical. So I thought being even 2 out is going to make it might make it too hard to fudge. So 2 hours of unpicking. It took me 2 hours to unpick it and redo what I've done, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. I did that with you. So, and she's so pretty. I would love to get her finished this year. Don't know if I will, but she is stitched on 32 count linen by Fiberlicious Fabrics. opal, and it is called Transcendent. And you can't see it, but what it is like a dark blue and it goes out to green. Really pretty. And she's full of sparkles, full of beads, full of everything. So my husband and son went out for a ride. Okay, this next one is for my mum. So mum, turn away, close your eyes if you're watching this.
That's
and
beautiful, Mama.
this time I promise I will tell you when I'm no longer holding it up and you can look again, so you're not at the whole video with your eyes closed. This one is called 100 Owls by Owl Forest Embroidery. It's a free pattern. It was a stitch along. It still is a free pattern, and I'm doing it in the parts that it came out as. My plan is to do each part per month. And I love this because you can easily do these parts, so you can easily do these parts in a month and work on other stuff. And yeah. And I did have a plan. So my goal is to finish this, is to keep each part in a month. Which means I should finish it in August or September or October or something. But plan is,
Wait,
I'll give it to my mum.
That's a question.
I'm thinking I would like to do it as a pillow. I mean, it's going to be up to my mum, but I think it would look good as a pillow, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, if mum wants it framed, I'll get it framed. But otherwise, I think it would look good as a pillow. And this is stitched on 28 count plain Lagana, Frosty Mint by Fiberlicious Fabrics. And what was the question, sweetie?
I want to ask the guys a question.
Okay, ask away.
Guys, let us know in the comments if you have any older siblings.
Your older sibling bugging you, is he?
Yes, he's annoying. And also comment if he or she is annoying. Please, I need to know if it's just my brother.
No, Gwen, it's not just your brother. And left open. Okay. Actually, another question Gwen asked in the last video, which I thought was what she was going to ask this time, was let us know what your favourite whip is.
Yeah.
What whip's your favourite, and what would you like most seen, worked on, and finished? This one is a small one. This box here I keep in my office. So. Ink circles, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. It's not a big one. It's 115 by 115. So not big. Not big at all. And this one is stitched on Colour Cascade Fabrics, 28 count opal Lagana, Fire Bomb. I'm sorry, but this is just perfect for this fabric. I mean, come on. Cauldrons on Fire Bomb. That's perfect. And that's the middle. And I'm pretty sure that's the top. You can see it's pretty much not big at all. Put it down as a finish. Again, it's not a main focus. If I don't finish it, I don't finish it. But put it down as a be nice to get it finished. There's 4 in that series, but I just liked that one. Just like that one. Oh, this bag is from Society 6, and it's actually a pencil case. You can get 3 size pencil cases, but it fits. Makes a nice little thing for the small projects. So it's nice to keep on it. The next one is another bag by T Zerbal by Taryn. Sugar skulls, and it's got.
Dad, do you know where the keys are?
Can't see it. It's got sparkles on it. And this is Christmas Couriers by Nora Corbett. I'm going to do all the reindeers in a row and the sleigh on the end. I still haven't bought the sleigh pattern though. I've finished Rudolph. Oh, that was another finish. Rudolph, so I'll be finishing that one. And the next one I'm going to be doing is Dasher. And these are 80 by 100. So again, not too big, but lots of beads. But I can't do the beading on some until I finish stitching further along because I use Q-snaps. And this fabric is Colour Cascade Fabrics, 28 count Opal Lagana, Behind Blue Eyes, which I believe this fabric, it is gorgeous fabric. Gorgeous fabric, and it is retired. I don't believe she can get the dye for it anymore. But that's Rudolph. That's the one I've already done. Sorry, everyone. I had to
deal with something.
Yeah, I had to move the car. We have a battle axe driveway, which most of the time isn't a problem. It's just that if somebody wants to get out using a particular car, you gotta move the car. It's all good. Anyway, Rudolph. But the other reindeers, because he's head of the bunch, and then the other reindeers are going to be like, there's going to be a top row and a bottom row. So I'm going to have to do both of these reindeers before I can bead him. Ideally, I'd love to finish the reindeers this year. Who knows if it will happen, but God, I love this fabric. I did think about using a grey, but I'm like, it doesn't snow in Australia. We don't get snowstorms or grey like that. Santa would be flying around blue skies. So, and that is a gorgeous fabric.
You know what's unfair?
What's unfair, darling?
It's unfair that people only trade rich people sometimes. But they don't know that here someone's just wearing their avatar. They think that they're poor and they don't trade them.
Gwen's playing a computer game off to the side called Royal High, Roblox Royal High.
It's really nice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to say that. But I am doing the floss and I love it.
Right, this is my oldest whip. I thought I lost it. I suffered from postnatal depression and got rid of a lot of cross stitch and stuff. And the kids were like babies, thinking, and I even throw out frame stuff. Anyway, not getting into that. But my husband and I were clearing out our storage shed, and in the back corner, tucked away in the furthest back corner, I found a box full of stitchy stuff. That Happy on my sister used to say, very thankful for them. Is this one? 2000. I remember doing this on the train to and from work. Pretty sure I was going to North Sydney at the time, which was about an hour and a half train ride. Luckily, it was just one straight train, so you could get some good stuff in. Yeah. So this is probably 2000, 2001. It's called Soul Music by Dimensions.
Hello everyone!
I've done 4 of the wolves. I've just got the last wolf down here. And the back stitching. And this is... no idea, it's the fabric that came in the kit. It's Ada, no idea. And it is really cute, actually. It is adorable. What?
Oh, that's adorable!
And I'm actually thinking I don't want to get this framed. I want to turn this one into a pillow.
Yes, if it's a pillow, can I have it?
Can I have it? How about we share it?
But we don't share a bed.
Let's try. I love it. It's so
Can
cute.
I have it first?
Yes, you can have it first. But
Yay.
would love to get that one finished.
It's
This year.
beautiful. It's
That
beautiful.
was
And if it's not finished this year, Gwen's gonna be mad. So comment down
Gwen could
below.
finish it. It could be a cross stitch we both work on.
But I'll probably destroy it and you would have to fix it.
Mm,
So that's the cake. So that's the cat.
that's right, darling. This next one is actually I'm going to show off the bag first. Again by Society 6.
And
Artwork by Mr. Stewart, World Traveller case, which I have the pattern to this, but I love it. I mean, I work in travel. I've worked for airlines. I worked for Ansett and Air New Zealand, and I've done wholesale, and and I've been a retail travel agent, which honestly I hated being a retail travel agent, and corporate travel. So of course I would have the World Traveller bookcase. No big surprise there, surely. This is Long Dog Sampler, Forevermore. This is going to be a wedding sampler for my... Oh, actually. Some really good friends of ours, Bo and Bianca. Pretty sure neither of them watch this. I know Bo doesn't watch it. Are getting married this year. They're getting married this year. September 17th.
And I'm gonna be the flower girl.
Gwen's
and
gonna
my dad's gonna be the man.
Yeah. Bo's. I've been friends with Bo since I was 12. I've known Bianca in high school. Bo is Gwen's godfather.
And then
Bianca's her godmother.
My original godmother sadly died, so now Bianca is now my godmother.
See?
And I.
But I think maybe I could also do this as... right, sorry, I got totally off track. This one here that I'm doing is as wedding sample for my husband and I. We got married in 2009. Our wedding colours were dark blue and silver. And that's it there. And I started... Now, yeah, so we've been married for... You know. The reason why this... I'm looking for the perfect wedding sampler. This one got released in 2019. So, but it's really nice and it's not big. It's 145 by 207 stitches. It is being stitched on, what's being stitched on? 32 count even weave opal by Sparklies. It's a fabric of the month, May 2019. The colours that I'm using is DMC 823 and then the 12 thread. I'm using a dark grey. I'm just sneeze, sorry. Ooh, needle. Get this needle up here. I'm using a the sneeze is gonna come. So it's like a light blue. It's like a really light blue fabric, and then 823 dark blue, and then the dragonflies are doing in the 12 dark grey 12 thread for some sparkle, which you can't see the sparkle, and all the wording is going to be in the same 12 C823, so same colour, but it's going to sparkle, which you can't see in the camera. But I was thinking maybe I could do them a wedding sampler as well. Colours, I need colours. But God, it's taken me this long to do ours, so God knows when they'll get theirs. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, I've been working on this one for a while, and I think this one's been listed as a finish. I think I've put finish for a lot of small ones. So where did I finish them all? Although this one would be like, it'd be ahead of the reindeers and ahead of the Fire Burn and Cauldron Bubble one. I really would love to get this one done and up and finished, so we'll see. Hopefully. What else have I got here? Q-snap. Next one we got is, this bag was made by a lady at my cross-stitch group, Kathy. I just gave material. Red bag, it's great, I love it. It's got pockets on the inside. This one is Brooks Books, my Princess Dress Ups by Brooks Books. And this has got two finishes on it. Elsa I finished last year where I did most of the beading, but I couldn't do the finish off the beading until I finished Sleeping Beauty. So that's Elsa. You can't really see her wand, but there she is. Well, alright, not really. It's Snow Queen. And then I've got Sleeping Beauty. Hopefully you can see her. She's all beaded and pretty. I left off the fairies. The powder puffs they look like, so I left them off. There's some roses. I didn't bring them down. I did the last video. They're put on, but anyway, so that's that. So that's the two of them together. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. I'm looking through the fabric. Oh, the fabric is 28 count Opal Lagana Silver Springs by Colour Cascade Fabrics. So I've got these two, and then on the side I've got enough for one more princess. Is going to go Jasmine. And this is the colorway Jasmine is meant to be in, but I saw a conversion, Blues and Teals, and I'm going to be doing it, and the conversion was Ashley May, Pink and Pink. And so that's what my Jasmine's going to look like. I'll put up her done photos of what Jasmine's going to look like. So Jasmine will be joining them. And I've got other fabrics to do the other princesses on. With the fabrics, it was fabric I had in my stash. Some of it I'd planned to do other pieces on. The patterns were from Etsy, and the patterns turned out to be really bad. And I'm talking really bad, not good at all. So I had to unpick it all, but the fabrics were of a certain size. So when working out how to get I only have room for 10 princesses, and it was just trying to working out how the width and that of all the princesses would fit on the fabric. So that's kind of, some of the princesses may not like seem they go together, and that's why it's who would fit on which fabric. These are possible new starts. I'll put these up to the side. Not sure why that's in my. These ones here, this box I keep in my office because, like I said, they're little ones that I can, if I'm at a meeting, training, I can do them. Like, they're small, easy ones to do. They don't like. Yeah, can you imagine doing, Once Upon a Fairy Tale or something like that is, no. But if I decide I want to do it out in the lounge room or watching a movie, it's easy to just go grab them out of my office. So that is not a problem. I'll bring this one. Oh, sorry, the couch I'm leaning on keeps moving back. I mean, yeah, it's moving back because I'm leaning on it, but still. This is one of my favorites. This is, Princess Jasmine is down as a finish as well. Actually, I'd like to finish 2 princesses this year. Princess Jasmine, and haven't decided which princess I'm going to do next. Because if I do one a year, it's going to take me 10 years in total to do it all. And I don't want to take 10 years. So, hopefully, they're not big. As you can see, they're not big. And, yeah, anyway. Next one I'm going to show you is another chatelaine. It's Japanese Zen Moss Garden. I've put this down as a finish. The goal is to finish this year. And this is, this will be another focus piece. One I would really love to get finished this year. I'll put up a done picture because I left my printout of the done one. There. This is being stitched on 28 count, plain even weave, Garden Party by Colour Cascade Fabrics. It's a very subtle, it's got colours, all different pastel pinks, blues, greens and yellows, but it's really subtle, so you can't really, but Tammy knows I like it subtle. For chatelaines, yeah, I was saying that, you look at my Tea House Challenge fabric. Yeah, you want to be careful, you don't want it to overpower and complement, but oh my god, I love this. I have no idea which is the right way. I used to follow I took the thing out. I had an arrow. Oh no, I remember how to tell the other ways up. Is this, yes, the orange thread. So this is the right way up. Sorry, good?
How do you spell replace?
Replace?
Yeah.
R-E-P-L-A.
R-E-P-L.
A.
Never mind, I got it.
You got it? God, this piece is gorgeous when it's done. Chatelaine Gallery website. You buy the patterns from Chatelaine Designs. There's another website called Chatelaine Gallery where they have pictures of actual done pieces. Oh my god, check this out. It is stunning. I love this piece. Also with this piece, I hope to do some videos on how to do the specialty stitches. People have been asking me, and I will do that. But, oh, I love this piece. It's going to be amazing when it's done. Well, actually, the goal is for this to go into the Hawkesbury show next year. So if it doesn't get done by the end of December, that's fine. Like, as long as it gets done, and the show's usually April, May. So as long as it's done in time to get framed to go to the Hawkesbury show, I will be very happy. There's a problem though with shadow lanes. My friend Amanda and I, we were ordered from European Cross Stitch on their sale in April, and this is not their fault. She's letting us know. We still haven't got the package because she's still waiting on some Gloriana silk threads to be delivered. And this is COVID. And it's like, I'm not in a rush. Like I said, I've got Tea House Challenge and I've got that one to do, but yeah, she has offered to send us what she's got and refund the threads or try and find substitutes, so.
Have a happy new year to everyone in the
We'll
world.
figure that out.
I was with my best friend today at 12 a.m. Today, like at midnight.
Yes, Gwen stayed up till midnight. She's very
Hyperactive still, and I've only been in bed for 7 hours.
yes.
I got up at 8:44.
She got up before I did.
Yeah, and Dad cooked pancakes. I wish you could have tasted them, but sadly you weren't here. So you need to come over.
I like my pancakes better. I don't care what you guys say. I think I make better pancakes. Alrighty. These two whips, got these from Etsy. I have to put the shop down. Can not remember the shop. One's from The Hobbit. The other one's from Lord of the Rings. There's barely a start on them. The goal is just for progress. Just for progress. Nothing major. But this is on an easy guide. 28 count easy guide. Full coverage. So this is The Hobbit. And that's all I've done with it. Not a lot. Not a lot. And when I say progress, like sometimes progress will be like 10 stitches. Like I'm really not worried about when these get done. This one I stuffed up. As you can see, I wrote on the top the same top. Yeah, except as you can tell, I'll put up the done picture. This is not a portrait piece. This is a landscape piece. So all that needs unpicking. I can either unpick it, and I mean, there's enough fabric to keep there, but it won't be big enough to do that piece. So I don't know. 1/1, 28 count unpicking. I'm tempted just to cut it and get a new piece of fabric and use this fabric for another piece. We'll see. So progress on this would actually be if I do any unpicking on it. Decide what I want to do for it. Oh, the bag is actually one of the first bags I bought off. Teaserable, Tarrant. And the zipper works because my dogs chewed it. That's the other side. So, love that. That's really nice. This piece is, I don't want to call it a UFO, but it's definitely on hold. It's Linen and Threads Mystery Stitch Along from 2018. 2018, 28 count plain Lagana, Fiberlicious Fabrics, Sunrise, I believe. Sunrise, very colourful. I'm not good. I'm someone who likes to buy all these hand-dyed fabrics, but I don't like picking thread colours. So what I thought was, instead of doing colours, I could do bright, pretty coloured fabric, and then I've just got plain black with the accents on gold. I had an idea of where I could like just do all the animals. All the animals are going to be like done in this lucky goldy thread, and then just do accents of gold on each band. But the reason why this, and this is being stitched 1/1, but the reason why it's a UFO is it was a free pattern and you could still download it off the website, and I needed to make it with my iPad, so I deleted the pattern. And I made the room, and then I went back onto the Linen and Threads website to download it again. You have to pay for it. So if I want to finish this, I've got to buy the pattern, which I will, but not right now. So it's not a UFO, but it's definitely on hold. So, we'll see what happens there. This one is really pretty. It's a bag by T Herbal. Bag. Frogs. I actually bought it originally for my nan to like put a knitting in because she collects frogs, but she doesn't knit anymore. So I'm like, well, I'll keep it. This is by Pinky the Pink. I'll put up a done picture. Pinky the Pink. Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. Alexander Designs, I want to say. I can't remember. It's based on an artist. This is stitched on a fabric of the month. Sparkly 32 count fabric of the month.
Right.
Yeah.
These ones are chock full of blended threads, beads, and fractional stitches. If you do not like fractional stitches, do not do one of these pieces. Oh my god. I mean, chock full. And the goal for this year was that I wanted to get it half done, which is actually there, I think. But I got a quarter of it done, so I'm not worried. So goal for this year will be to do last year's goal, which is to finish the half. Definitely get the back stitching done because you definitely need to face and everything to be, you know, that to do become more clear. Oh, that quarter stitches down with the belt was like, oh my god. But there's just something. I love the blending here. Feel the way this is all blended together. I mean, it's beautiful when it's done. I'm gonna get stuff back stitching done. So the fabric there, I think it's going to be quite big actually. Maybe that's halfway there. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Like I said, a lot of these I'm not that. They will all get their turn being a focus piece one year and getting finished. I have tried rotations. Don't work. I'm pretty much working what I feel like kind of person, so.
Mum's an amazing person, everyone. Give her a round of applause.
Because I don't have a rotation.
No, I'm just saying Mum's an amazing person.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Everyone clap if you're somewhere where you can clap.
Okay. Next piece is another piece I'm doing for my mum, but she knows about it. Oh, and I forgot, Mum, open your eyes. I've put that piece away. You can see now. Sorry. I keep telling you to do that. Lenate, sorry. Arabian woman. I remember going to craft shows with my mum in my 20s. So 20 years ago.
With Mama.
Even as I think I was a teenager. I don't think I was even in my 20s. I was probably a teenager. 16, 17, 18 years old. And Mum was saying how much she loved this piece. And it was really, really expensive. And then I came across it on Aussie Stash and Load kit for about $10. So I snapped it up and told Mum, look what I've bought for you and I'm going to do it for you.
Good boy. Yeah, you are.
Years ago. Anyway, it's on a pre-printed fabric. It's a kit. And this is it here. Now, I double checked and I put it in the center. I guess you can see it's going outside the pre-print, but I've double checked and it's right. So hopefully it'll be all good.
There's a pum pum.
I'll put it just progress on this one.
Pum pum.
I will definitely get it done for my mum one day. But that's just progress.
Well, you see the
It's actually not too bad to work on today. She's alright to work on. She doesn't have a project bag. She gets my old fashioned project bags of a big snap block bag. Of show that one later. The big one I have to stand up to show them. This next one is Templar's Prophecy. And I will... Oh, sorry, my legs are going numb. Oh, and my bum. Oh. Templar's Prophecy by Long Dog. And this is being stitched on Fiberlicious Fabrics, Fall Flame, 32 count linen. And it says Templar's Prophecy, the Knights Templar, their colours were red and white. So you can guess where I got that. But I didn't want to do a plain white. No, one, I hate stitching on. No, I hate it. I always find if I stitch with the white DMC, the stitches they never look neat. They always look off. But anyway, so I was using Silks for You, PRO53. You can see which is a cream. I look an old lace kind of, and I wanted it to look old because they're old. I was gonna originally do this all the way up, but I'm thinking I might just fill in the rest of the scene here first. I'll do that. But I do like working on this piece. And I put just progress on that one. So I might write down as I start these where I am. Some of these are on, like Templar's Prophecy is on Pattern Keeper, so it's easy to write down how many stitches you've done in that. So yeah, this one I will put up a picture. It's Mirabilia Archangel. This is an adopted WIP. I bought it off Aussie Cross Stitch Stash Unload. It was the fabric, the metallics, the beads. Oof. The only thing I've got to do is supply the actual DMC threads, which not a problem. And she big problems with her eyesight and her hand. She can't stitch anymore. So I'll grab this. Our stitches go in the same direction, so that's not a problem. The only thing I would have done different is done the skin 1/1, but that's okay. I don't know what the fabric is. It looks like could be a Fabric Express. It's a pre-printed fabric. And it looks like it's 28 count. But I do love the fabric she's got it on as well, so I think she made a good choice there. So what have I got here? Oh, I didn't put Archangel. Oh, I put him down as a new start, not a WIP, because I haven't actually stitched anything on this yet. So we'll see. So I would love to see that. It is a really nice piece. This next one is my Heaven and Earth Designs. Project pack is by Society 6. It's Only Forever. Artwork by Amy Stewart, of course. Heaven and Earth. Super size max color. This is my very first Heaven and Earth one. I started, pattern I bought, fell in love with it. Go big, go home. It's being stitched on 25 count easy guide. 2/1, I should say. Full cross. And I'm going to need my assistant. Actually, what I do is I'll see if I get... This is currently... I finished all the grey. I'm like, you guys are very sick of me hearing saying that. Goal is to get up to 33%. So a third done. I'm currently sitting on 22%, so I need to get 11% done. Although I am going to keep working on this colour by colour, but I'm going to get rid of all these parked threads, so you can kind of see where I started. I'm just going to be getting rid of all these parked threads initially, and then keep going by colour. But it's so big. What I'm going to do is I might get my husband to hold it and take a photo, or I'll get my husband to take a photo of it, because it's just... I can't get back far enough. Just show it in the frame. No, can't do it.
Mom, you can do it, Mom. You can do it, Mom.
Can't do it. Ah!
Everyone, I love Mom.
It's... God, that was some serious stretching actually. I had this on a scroll frame, scroll rods, and like, as you can imagine, they're over 1 meter long, and I like my pieces tight. And it's no matter how much I tightened those scroll rods, it just wouldn't hold it tight.
Everyone knows.
And so I never worked on it. So I took it off the scroll, and I spent ages looking for like scroll rods big enough and a frame that would fit. That would fit it on. So it adjusts in size and everything like that. And then I'm like, do I like it? And now I do it on these Q snaps. I don't have the Q snaps in here, but just little, like even just 8x8 Q snaps, and perfect. Love it. Go figure.
Everyone, let's just give Mum a round of applause for some
So,
reason.
but this one will be getting this one I do Stitch Your Quest with a one ring. They have a year-long event called Rod of Wonder, which has all these different little quests in it that I use this for. So I'll be using it on that one. And 33%, so a third, 11% I need to get done. A third, so it's possible. We'll see.
Everyone can achieve their goals someday.
Yeah, look at that. And that's like a serious piece. Like I said, my goal is to finish it by...
Mum,
I started it on the 4th of October 2016. I'd like to finish it by the 4th of October 2026. Next is another Heaven and Earth piece. Amy Stewart again. Sanctimonia, Bag by Society 6. But I'll put up a done picture of what it's going to look like up there. Now, I did stop working on this for a while because I bought it as the regular pattern. And then I saw the pattern come out as a mini, and I haven't done that much of it. And I paused, do I do the mini, do I want it, do I not? And I decided, I have settled on not doing the mini, keep doing this piece, because it's easy to show you on the bag. See all the pattern, the shell here, and the map, like here, and everything like this, and things like, there's just so much detail, and I just felt I would lose too much, and I love that this piece just speaks to me.
This piece makes Mum feel like she's a special person.
And so I've decided to keep doing the regular. It's worth to keep doing the regular. And this is on, might not be 28 count, might be 25 count. Looks like 28 count actually. 28 count. Plain cream, even weave, just a heap of fabric I bought off Aussie Stash Unload. It's cut a little bit bigger to size, but that's originally I was doing page by page. I mean, you know, I was starting to, what's it called, Good Notes thing, where you could only do page by page, and then I've gotten Pattern Keeper, so I had all these park threads, so I'm working all the park threads down. So I'll keep doing that, and that's, like I said, I hadn't done much. So if I wanted to switch to the mini, I could have, but I've decided to keep doing this. So, it's a beautiful piece. And all I've got down here is progress. Maybe if I say I should do, so I can't really say do a page. Although, what is it, about 8,000 stitches to a page? And maybe if I just say 8,000 stitches. This is this is being stitched the regular chart 1/1 full cross. Here's what this one's been done of. Bag is the bag I won at a Linen and Threads retreat, and I can't remember who made the bag. I know I won it at a Linen and Threads retreat. This is being stitched. This is the One Ring by Tilton Crafts. Put up a dump photo. Oh, I haven't decided on a progress yet for this. I think I might just do progress, and it might become a focus piece next year. We'll see. As you can see, I'm getting down to the writing here on the map. Now, I actually originally bought this for me. Like I said, both my husband and I are massive Lord of the Rings fans. So I bought this for me. And he keeps asking me when am I going to get his piece finished. My piece. Might make it our piece. And the fabric is, it's an 18 count Aida. Oops. Piece I had there, so.
Look.
I do have the map of Middle Earth, not the Heaven and Earth Designs, the Tilton Crafts map of Middle Earth. It's big. I don't really feel up for another big piece. It's really big. So, one day I'll start it, but not yet. Not yet. This is a stitch along I'm doing with Kim, one of my viewers. Mine's called Tropical Flowers. No, or hers called Tropical Flowers and mine's called Tropical Paradise. Basically, they're both flowers, both tropical flowers. And I love the colours on this. It is gorgeous. It's by Little House in the Attic. Being stitched on 32 count linen by Chromatic Alchemy, Flotsam and Jetsam. Kim, she sent me, we both ordered a piece of this fabric and mine it got sent, but it went to a friend's house. And because of COVID lockdown, we couldn't get it. So she sent me her piece and I've done a start. So, but I love the colours. The colours in this are just gorgeous. They're stunning. How have I done it? Tea, tropical flowers. I put progress. Definitely want to finish the flower up here, and I'm going to back stitch. There's a lot of back stitching on this, but look at the colours. Something gorgeous. Got the yeah, I think so. I don't have it, but it'll be beautiful. That'll be really pretty. I'll do some more work on that. Looks like dog got into something else. Really, Suna? Find your news. This is another bag Taryn made me. She fell in love with the bag. She helped me choose the material for it, and it has. The other thing I love about this bag is this. It's got a touchable. It's got a pouch. You can put your stuff in. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs Little Dreamer's Tree. Artist Amy Stewart. Yeah, I didn't actually intend to look like when I first started getting into Heaven and Earth Designs. I was just picking patterns that that I love, pictures that I loved, and it wasn't until later that I've realised Amy Stewart. Oh, I seem to be a massive Amy Stewart fan.
How do you have how do you spell riddle?
Riddle.
Yeah.
R-I-D-D-L-E. Just happened. But I do love her, and she's also really nice. I'm on her there's a Heaven and Earth Designs Amy Stewart Facebook page, and she's very active on it, and I've put up posts. She comments on a lot of people's posts, and I've put up questions, and she actually answers. She was apologizing because she's 3 days to answer. She was away on holidays, and I'm like, oh God, you do not have to apologize for that. I wasn't even really expecting her to answer, and she just seems like a really nice, involved, and she just so thankful that people love her artwork. It's she looks like such a nice person. So anyway, I will done picture. I've got to figure out how to do that done picture. It's a very long, narrow piece. The piece is actually 999 stitches high, but it's only 150 stitches across, and so this is one side, and I'm pretty sure the other is here. It's exactly where the Q snap is, or just one or here. So it's either here to here or here to here. So not very wide across at all. But I do love this piece as well. I love all my pieces. I sound like a broken record. I know I do. And I just put progress for this, yeah. Let's see whether I can get everything in this Q-snap done. I'd love to see the pictures start coming. With this piece, how I'm working it is, I've got waist knots. It's 1/1 cross stitch, maybe. I've got a feeling it's 2/1 cross stitch. 2/1 cross stitch. And what I do is I start here and just work my way up with colour, and I'll go work as far away up as I can, and then I'll just kind of, I've got more thread left, I'll just go across until I find it, and I'll just keep doing it that way. I work each piece differently, it just depends how it flows. But then I wind up with all of these, so I'm going to have to start getting rid of all these little waist knot things. I've got this thing lately of I found waist knots, and it's like, oh, I don't have to turn the piece over. I bought that as a kit. Some of the material, what I've got is the material pack from Heaven and Earth Designs, but somebody was selling it on Aussie Stash Unload, and I already had the pattern, and she was very clear, you know, I'm not selling the pattern, just the material. I'll buy it because, I mean, not only do the threads work out cheaper, but the shipping, and she was in New South Wales, so it's so much cheaper. So much cheaper. And I love the piece. Okay, this one is definitely, I know I've put this down as a finish. There's actually 2 stockings. I'm going to do one for each child. And this is the one I'm working on. This is the one that's going to get finished this year. No more excuses. It's going to get done. Yeah, Gwen's looking at me at the moment like, I can't know if I can do the look. It's going to get done. I can't do the look. It's like, it's basically an I really don't believe you. Yeah, right, Mum, whatever you say kind of look. It's going to get done because I've had it for years. And I'm up to here. That's about halfway. Again, not a hard piece. It's being stitched on 28 count even weave opal. Plain white, but I just thought, you know, the opal most make it. Yes, it's Christmas stocking. Ooh, snap.
What?
Should we put that on before I continue stitching? And this is the fabric for both. Because what it is I'll do one stocking and then I'll stitch the other stocking so they fit on the Q-snaps properly, and then I'll make it up into the what's we call it? Stockings. They've been sitting there for ages. Not hard. You have to do something and you know it's not hard and you don't mind stitching it and you just don't know why you don't get it done. Oh, this is another bag made by Kathy at my cross stitch group. She doesn't sell bags, but she likes to sew. She does big bags. So I had this material that I bought that I liked, and I do not sew. I do not ask me to sew. I can sew. I don't like sewing. Actually, my mum and my mother-in-law actually do the hemming on the kids' school clothes. I don't do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm extraordinarily thankful for it, but yes, that's a new start. Oh my god, have we finished all my whips? Was anybody keeping count? There should be about 25 whips. Only 25, so 25 whips means there's room for some new starts. Go up to an even 30, the way I figure it. Alrighty. Something else before I go on is I'm also doing WIP Go 22 this year. And what I'm going to do is, in WIP Go, I'll put a picture of my WIP Go board. There's 25 squares. And I have 25 whips. So, actually I am missing some whips. But that way, if I do the WIP Go board with just the whips, everything's going to get worked on. I'm going to get progress on everything. And what I'm doing it is, with the number that gets called, I'm going to work on that piece for 7 days of that month. It doesn't have to be 7 days in a row. It could be scattered throughout the month, just a full 7 days and everything will get done. I forgot 2 whips. So first one I'll show is Another Heaven and Earth, Lest We Forget by John Bradley, which is retired. And this is being stitched on 25 count even weave, 2/1 tent stitch. And this is the mini. And not a very big start. Not much on it. But I love it. It's a very Australian piece. And I love it. So that's that one. And I'm pretty sure that one's progress. Although the idea is with this piece is once I finish it, I'm going to get a photo of my grandfather in his World War II uniform and a photo of my husband's grandfather in his World War II uniform, and we're going to have the cross stitch in the middle and the photos on either side, and get that all framed and done up, and that'll be hanging up in our home somewhere. I know my mum would probably love it, but it's got to have both of our grandfathers on it. So originally it was just going to be my grandparent, but then Hannah's like, can you put mine on? I'm like, of course you can put yours on. Oh, of course you can. Oh, the project bag is Silks for You. Joe from Silks for You. And it says, in a world full of unicorns, be a badass. And the red. It's got a nice cream on the inside. Nice big bag. This is my Teresa Welser. Love Teresa Welser. My first love of cross stitching. Everybody needs our Teresa Welser in their WIP collection. Millennium. I have seen this done. It is stunning. The faces of the angels and the planets and the comet there are all 1/1. The middle here, the middle's 2/1, just the planets and that are all 1/1. And my goal for this year is to finish the middle. So just finish off the middle in here. Not necessarily all the pretty much maybe the 1/1, but not the one on the earth. We'll keep working on that during the whole piece.
How do you spell colourful?
Colourful.
Yeah.
C-O-L-L.
L
O
O
R
R
F
F
U
U
L. $25 count. It came in the kit. And I have restarted this piece. Okay, this is the 3rd time. First time I started it up in the arch or something like that, and I was going over one too many threads, so some of the crosses looked very off, and I restarted it, and then I did something else and made another mistake. Restarted it. It's going good this time. So as you can see, I've done that. So I've got to just finish the 1/1s here. I've done some of the planets already. So the earth will take part of the pain in the butt with the earth is doing the 1/1 on that white and cream is just ugh. So yeah. So get that done. That's my goal. As you know, I also do the stitch quest with the one ring. I've been falling behind on my stitch quests, which is alright, doesn't bother me. But I would like to get caught up on that and get that in. So we'll see what happens. I've got a cross stitch retreat coming up in January. Friday the 14th. Well, we leave on the Friday the 14th. The retreat is actually the Saturday and the Sunday, but I've taken the Friday and the Monday off work to go there. So that'll be it's my friend Amanda and I and another friend of ours, Nolene. I'm not sure whether Nolene watches these videos. If you do, hello Nolene. I can't wait for the cross stitch retreat. Can't wait to see you. Really looking forward to it. Alright, so those are alright, I'm pretty sure those are all my whips. And the thing is, I've not many. There's a lady in my cross stitch group. She's in the triple digits. Like, she's not just in the 100. She's like, she has said she's actually got like 300 WIPs. So my tea is stone cold. Okay, new starts. There's not that many new starts, so I'll be done really, really soon. Thank you for holding out with me. This one was a birthday present from my friend Amanda. It is Maleficent by, it's a Russian designer. Put her name at the bottom of the screen. I'm moving again, aren't I? Sorry. Alright, that's a picture. I'll put a picture up of the done, what it's going to look like when it's done. The fabric I'm stitching on it is 28 count, sorry, Sparkly's fabric, 28 count opal even weave. Fabric of the month for May 2020. And I've picked this fabric because whenever she uses a magic, like, it goes like a greeny colour. Her eyes go green. And this matches, I hope this shows up. As the kind of thing. It matches the green in her eyes. So it's, I think her eyes are just going to go pow and just pop, and it's going to be amazingly gorgeous. The seam down the bottom is where it's white is left unstitched. But I figure I'll leave it unstitched, and if I don't like it with the green, I'll just get some white DMC thread and stitch it, or 12 thread or something like that, and do it. So I'm not worried about that, it's just plain white. So she's going to go on that. She's not that big either. I think I've put her down as a finish. Actually, no, I've put her down, but I actually haven't put goals for new starts, which is probably a good idea actually. See how they go. This one, oh, I haven't put this one down. This one is by Nimue. It was meant to be a new start this year, but I haven't started yet. So there's going to be a new start next year. Piece is called Victoria, but I'm calling him Thranduil because he reminds me of Thranduil from Hobbit. And I'm going to shorten the chin a little bit. So he's going to do that one, and that is going to be stitched on. Ooh, I'm just going to show you these scissors. I think Amanda gave me these scissors. Aren't they great? Like, look how big the handles are. So there's nice scissors and the handles, and so easy to hold. And I love the thing on them. Sorry, sidetracked again. I get sidetracked so easily. Fabric is Sparkly's fabric of the month, December 2019, 28 count opal. And I decided on the opal because saying what elves love most of all is starlight. And the idea is the green, like he's in the forest and it's starlight. You can see all these stars. So like a starry night in the forest with King Thranduil. So so I'll be calling that piece Thranduil, but its actual name is different, so that's alright. Anybody wants to know, they can ask me. What else have we got? Archangel, Maleficent. I actually should write that one down. Ooh, that would mean 31 starts. Either something's got to go or I've got to add. This one is Dimple Designs by Terence Nolan. Pangea. My friend Amanda gave me this pattern. Champion of Winter, the Fabergé egg. In the middle is all 1/1. And then we've got the outside. Part of the reason why it took me so long to start this is just trying to decide, because the pattern she's got me, it's all got DMC threads, but her pattern is of Savoy, I'm saying that, I'm butchering that, Av Savoy silk threads. I'm trying to decide how I wanted to do them, whether I wanted to spend the money and do it in silk or do the DMC. I've decided to slowly buy the silk. because the symbols are all the same. Because she's got the, I can do a direct swap. The keys, like I've got the pattern, and then she's just going to give me. I'll just photocopy her key. So, you know, nothing. That's the only thing I need is to swap it over. So that's there. And the fabric it's going to go on is, I love this fabric. Is Color Cascade Fabrics. 32 count opal even winged Lagana lavender blue. Oh, you've got that little bit. That's on the edge. You won't see that bit. So very soft blues, pinks, and purples. I think that'll just complement that really nicely. So that's. I need to kit it up. I've put the fabric aside for it and that. And there's a couple of other eggs. Amanda's got one of his other patterns. Fireworks. It's got like fireworks going off on it. And I'd love to. It's great if I could get them to put in both put in a piece of fabric. I'd love to check that out. What else is going different fabric? Not going to think about that now. Not going to think about that now. This is a UFO that I started. It was on 40 count linen, so this is how I know I don't like it. I can't remember the Etsy shop now, but she has a whole thing of welcome to the Shire, visit Mordor, Rohan, welcome to Rohan like signs. And she also got, she's got Twin Peaks, she does Star Wars, lots of shows. I'll put the name down there.
You know what I feel
and I've started Welcome to the Shire and Welcome to Rivendell.
You're gonna make it.
So 1/1, half stitch on linen. So this is how I know I don't like working 1/1 on linen. So I reckon that's a decent try. So I don't want to unpick it, but if somebody did want this linen, like I haven't done that much, you'd still have all this rest of the linen to use. So I've got to figure out what to do with the linen. I've thought about pushing through it and I'm like, no, I don't like it. And there's no point continuing with something you're not going to like because you're not going to stitch it and you'll hate stitching it and then you won't want to do it. This is not going to be a start for this year because I'm still trying to decide which threads to use. It's Northern Expressions Peacock Band Sampler. So I've got all the beads for it. And I've got I'm going to be doing the specialty stitches on it. But what it is I can't even think of just use DMC threads. But it's been charted using these dinky dyed threads. No, Fiberlicious. Threads from Fiberlicious. Definitely threads from Fiberlicious. And I can get the pack of threads through there. And like, do I want to pay the money for the silks and the hand dyes or do I want to do that? And I keep changing my mind and I'm not going to start it until I'm 100% sure of what I want to do. But I'll put up a done picture. And what I'll do is I might put up a picture from Design Fabric Viewer as well. I thought I'd marked it. I haven't marked it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I have marked it. The fabric that I'm going to do it on is from Fiberlicious Fabrics as well. It's called Ambient Fantasy. And as you can see, it's purple, yellow, goes down to purple. And I accidentally found this on Design Fabric View. This is why I love Fabric View. You come across just so many things I've come across by accident. And I loved it. But I knew that it would have to be exact of where the bands sat. So when I ordered this fabric, I also, I ordered it with sent a note, an email saying, look, I'm going to be doing this piece of fabric is going to be on the Northern Expressions Peacock Band Sampler. And like I said, she did the threads for it, so she knows the piece anyway. But, I told her the piece and said, I need this to sit. I need the purple to come down exactly this long. And then I need the yellow to come down exactly this long. And the purple, for the rest. So the bands sit properly on the proper colours. And she smack on perfect. She did it absolutely smack on perfect. I've marked it, I've measured it. This is where it's going to be starting,
Wow,
the band.
that's
And she did it. She I don't know, I said it's going to be down to here, down, and she did it. So pretty much each band is going to be sitting perfectly.
that
And all the
girl
colours
did
showing off
great.
perfect. And like I said, if you ever want something special from a fabric dyer, ask them, because you know, if this came in different widths, then it wouldn't work on the fabric, because the bands would be, the colours in the bands wouldn't be matching where the colours of the fabric are. But this is going to match perfect. She was amazing. I mean, I've counted this out, and she did it, and I'm really thankful she did.
Guys,
So you know, if you know, sometimes, you know, with these hand dyed stuff, tell the fabric, or just ask the fabric dyers what you want, and they will and like I said with Tummy, I tell her if I'm doing it for a chatelaine or that, you know, make it more subtle and stuff like that, and you probably find they'll do it for you. A lot of them are cross stitches themselves, so they get it how important piece is. They really do. So I think Maleficent egg. Oh, one more, last one, I promise. Oh, this is a project bag I haven't even started using yet. Actually, I could probably put Arabian one. It's a big one, like. This one I just bought. I don't have the pattern. I just liked it, but it does happen to be Amy Stewart's artwork as well. Of course.
guys,
This is a piece I am going to start next year. I'll put up a done photo, but call me sad. But I can keep these and use these for different pieces when they're done. And they're gonna, like, this piece will take me years to do. It's Heaven and Earth Designs pattern, artwork by Amy Stewart, and it's called Cloudburst. I can't believe it took me that long to buy this piece. I saw it and fell in love with it. It's amazing. Put up a dump picture. It's so beautiful. Look at it. It's stunning, and just and the colours and that. Oh wow. So I'm going to be starting that next year. I have to kit it up, but I've got the fabric. It's going to be 25 count, 1/1, 1/1, 2/1.
toxic.
Probably 1/1 will be alright. We'll see when I start it. And I don't know, but that's that piece. So that'll be my other start. And that gives 50. No, that's 30. That's 30. That's good. So these are, that's my end of year for 2021, where I am. And that's my start of 2022. I'm pretty sure I haven't forgotten any pieces this year. That is everything. It's only took me long enough. We'll see how I go. We'll see, hold myself to this video and like I said, my WIP goals and everything like that. I'm hoping you guys have great holidays, having a great new year, still sleeping it off, keep stitching,
Everyone.
hope you reach your goals, if you have any goals, and just have fun with it. It's a hobby, it's meant to be just a fun hobby for us. So thank you everyone, thank you for being patient and watching for so long. I appreciate it.
Wait, how long is this?
It's going to be over an hour.
Hey everyone, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Bye everyone, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Bye!
Back to Mum.